Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I hope that everyone is doing well. In this video, I will be sharing a summary after reading some articles. This is based on my personal effort and understanding. So if you catch any mistakes, please feel free to correct me in the comments. Let's start. In order to understand what we mean by Islamic finance, I am going to split this lesson into 3 periods. The first period, we will talk about the middle age or the medieval age. In Arabic we say العصور الوسطى. And the second period is modern revival. Modern revival. أو in Arabic we say العصر الذهبي. And the third one is global expansion أو التوسع العالمي in Arabic. Okay, so starting with our first period, which is the medieval age or the middle age. Islamic finance principles are derived from hadith and Quran. This medieval age we'll talk about from 500 to 1500 AD. AD in Arabic is قبل الميلاد. Okay, when we talk about hadith and the Quran, we are talking about our prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who was born in 571 AD. He started his dawah in 610 and he died in 632. Islamic finance principles started in the 7th century, okay, which means here, okay, this is our prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Islamic finance principles are derived from hadith and Quran, which outline, or in Arabic we say تحدد, outline what we call ethical guidelines. For what? For economic transactions. In this period, early Muslims engaged in trade and financial practices aligned with Islamic laws. المسلمون بدأوا في الانخراط في التجارة والتبادلات المالية التي توافق قواعد الإسلامية. When we say Islamic laws, we mean avoiding interest and engaging in fair trade. Before moving to the next period, I will ask a question. We said that Islamic finance principles are derived from Hadith and Quran. Okay? Do you think that Islamic finance existed before Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? My answer is yes. Principles of fair and ethical trade or ethical transactions existed before Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and to convince you, I will give you examples. Fair in Arabic is العدالة, and ethical trade is التجارة الأخلاقية. هذان المبدأان وجدا قبل وجود القرآن والحديث الذي أتى به محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. Earlier prophets that came before Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam brought the same core message, which is worship Allah and to be fair and honest in transactions, also to engage in ethical investments. And we have many examples. I will give you some of them. We have Sayyidina Ibrahim or Abraham. He was a traveler. He traveled extensively. Trade was a part of his life. Another example is Sayyidina Ismail. He lived all his life in Mecca, and he was major trade city. The third example is Sayyidina Yusuf or Joseph. He was a manager. He managed the entire economy of Egypt. Then we have Sayyidina Shu'aib, sent specially to address dishonest trade practices in his time. Finally, we have Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, our dear prophet, formalized all and complete all the rules. He provides Quran and Hadith which outline Islamic finance principles. So we can say that Islamic finance expanded with the growth of trade across empires. Abbasid Ottoman توسع التمويل الإسلامي بتطور الإمبراطوريات العثمانية والعباسية. We will see the story of the empires in another video, inshallah. Due to the expansion of Islamic finance, we have the development of financial instruments such as musharaka and mudaraba, profit sharing. We will see the different instruments of Islamic finance in another video. The second period is modern revival, العصر الذهبي. In this part, we will discuss the period between 1900 and 2000. To discuss this period, I will divide it into two main phases, before World War II and after World War II. Before World War II, all Muslim countries were colonized by Europeans. For instance, Pakistan was colonized by Britain, and Indonesia was colonized by Netherlands, and Malaysia was colonized by Britain also. Egypt also was colonized by Britain, and Algeria was colonized by France. After World War II, Muslim countries became independent. Muslims said, we want Islamic finance back. We can say that two factors drove the development of Islamic finance into what it exists as today. We have Muslim scholars and institutionalization. Muslim scholars start writing extensively about Islamic economic theory. الأكاديميين المسلمين بدأوا بالكتابة عن النظام الاقتصادي الإسلامي ونظرياته بشكل كبير. For instance, أبو أعلى المودودي, he wrote about Islamic economic in 1940. أبو أعلى المودودي كان باكستاني مسلم وكان من أوائل العلماء الذين نادوا بتطبيق التمويل الإسلامي وكتب بشكل مفصل عن النظام الاقتصادي الإسلامي في سنة 1940. We have also Sayyid Qutb, he was an Egyptian, called for return to Islamic financial principles. لدينا سيد قطب هو عالم مصري دعا إلى العودة إلى المبادئ الإسلامية ورفض بشكل قاطع نظام معدل الفائدة، وهو صاحب المقولة أن الإسلام جاء بنظام كامل متكامل في الاقتصاد. An Indian Muslim, Muhammad Hamid Allah, proposed the first Islamic bank concept. محمد حميد الله كان هندي مسلم، اقترح إنشاء بنك إسلامي حديث، وضع أسس فكرية ونظرية للمصرفية الإسلامية الحديثة. أثرت كتاباته بشكل كبير في نشأة البنوك الإسلامية لاحقا. The second factor is the establishment of banks and institutions. First experiments in 1963 in Egypt, economist Ahmed al-Najjar established Mid-Gamer Savings, which operated on profit sharing مضاربة rather than interest. العامل الثاني الذي أدى بشكل كبير إلى العودة إلى المبادئ الإسلامية هو إنشاء البنوك والمؤسسات المالية. من بين أولى تجارب في سنة 1963 في مصر بالتحديد، الاقتصادي أحمد النجار قام بإنشاء ميت جامر للادخار الذي كان يقوم على الربح المشترك أو المضاربة والابتعاد عن التعاملات الربوية. In the same year in Malaysia, the Tabung Haji was created to help Muslims to save for the Hajj pilgrimage using Sharia-compliant investments. في نفس العام في ماليزيا بالتحديد، تابونغ للحج أنشئ لمساعدة المسلمين لكي يدخروا لأداء مناسك الحج، وذلك باستعمال الاستثمار الإسلامي. Not only banks but also institutions. In 1975, the Islamic Development Bank was established in Saudi Arabia to provide development financing to member countries. ليس فقط البنوك لكن أيضا المؤسسات المالية. في 1975 قامت السعودية بإنشاء أول مؤسسة لمساعدة الدول المجاورة تبني التمويل الإسلامي. Third period is global expansion years between 2000 until today. Islamic finance exploded from a niche Middle Eastern Southeast Asia market into a $4 billion global industry. Today, even though Muslim majority countries like the UK, Germany, and South Africa are major hubs for Islamic finance. إلى غاية يومنا هذا المالية الإسلامية بدأت في التطور منذ أن كانت فقط تختص بالدول المسلمة. الآن أصبحت حتى الدول غير المسلمة مثل بريطانيا وألمانيا وعديد من الدول الأخرى تبنت المالية الإسلامية.